What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mina and I make videos every Wednesdays and every Fridays, and today's video is one of the weirder ones that I've made, I think. I don't have highlight on my nose. What in hell? That is a crime in my book that I don't have highlight on my nose. Who do I even think I am? Okay, so today's video is a little weird. Okay, so I just turned 23 on the 17th of July, and this is not to be like, oh my god, it's my birthday, whatever. And it's been very weird. It hit me for some reason. I don't know why. Only a couple of birthdays have hit me the way this birthday has. And I just wanted to talk to you guys because I feel like there's a lot of people who are in the same boat as I am. At least I hope so, so I'm not alone in this. But I believe there are a couple of people that are in the same boat as I am. But there's not a lot of videos really talking about this. So I decided to make this video because I want to help people who are feeling the same way I am. Maybe you're younger, maybe you're older, maybe you're my age. I don't know, you know. All ages are welcome to this video. So usually for every birthday, I make a video called whatever things I learned in whatever age, like 18 things I learned in 18 years or 19 things I learned in 19 years, so on and so forth. I think I made it every single year other than last year and this year, and that is because last year I don't know why I did it. I didn't do it, to be honest, because I don't know, but this year I know why I didn't do it, and that's because I am feeling very lost, honestly, and very confused and very out of place. Very just lost would be the way to describe it. I feel like I'm falling behind. I feel like I'm not doing anything with my life, especially with the pandemic right now. I still work in retail. I work at Ulta and I work at Starbucks, and I feel like I'm not doing anything. People my age have already graduated out of college. I haven't graduated, and I was supposed to have graduated a year and a half ago at this point. Have not. I was supposed to be like traveling the world and working a job with my degree. I'm clearly not. I'm working at a Starbucks and making $10 an hour, you know? And so when I turned 23, it kind of hit me that like 22 was alright, but 23 was like, I'm reaching 25. And when I was younger, I always thought like by the time I'm 25, I would have met the person I want to be with. I would have kids. At least one. I would be married, and I don't have any of those things, and it's kind of playing on my emotions. Like, bear with me. I don't have a kid. I don't even know any guys I want to end up with or that I'm talking to right now. There's nobody that I'm really interested in, and yeah, nothing of the thing that I thought would happen when I was younger are happening at this age that I am. And I wanted to sit down and talk about it because I always make sure to remind myself that just because I'm not following the same path that everyone else is following, it does not mean I'm a failure, because that's what I've been feeling like. I've been feeling like I'm a failure. I'm not doing anything. But that's not true, because people have different paths, and just because there's a person who started out differently in life and has the potential to do things differently, it's different for everyone. I wasn't born and raised in the States. I was born and raised in the Middle East. And so when I came here, I'm the first one out of my family to go to college here. And it's very different from the Middle East and very disorienting and a new experience for everyone in the family. Like, I'm the guinea pig, and I always tell them, like, I was the first person out of my family to go to middle school here and high school and graduate high school and, like, be in college in America. It's very strange as an immigrant to figure out the way that the schooling system here works, and I always make sure to remind myself that. And not just for me, for you guys as well. Like, if you're in the same boat as I am and you find yourself always feeling lost and like you're not doing as much as everyone else is doing, what really like snaps me back into place is a lyric from Hamilton. I know it's ridiculous, but I've wanted this lyric tattooed on me for the longest time, and it's in Wait For It, where he says, I am inimitable, I am an original, and then he says, I'm not falling behind or running late. I'm not standing still, I am lying in wait. And I have always resonated with this lyric because I always see other people my age doing different things and moving forward in their life, and I'm not. And it always humbles me to think, like, so what if you're not following the herd and you're not following what everybody else is doing, and you're not graduating college in the same amount of time that it takes a person usually, and you're not, like, if you're doing well in your classes, who cares how long you take it? If you need more time to raise up more money, who cares? If you need a year off between your classes or between semesters, who cares? If you need a semester off, who cares? Like, people are so different, and we fall into this pattern of looking on Instagram and YouTube and Twitter where people are, like, buying houses and, like, living with their partners and working, like, 9-to-5 jobs, like grown-up jobs, and you're not, and you're the same age, and you're like, well, what am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong, and it's good to remind yourself that you're not doing anything wrong. Like, please, just anytime you think of the thought process, like, hey, how come I'm not like everybody else? This video is so dumb, and I feel it's so dumb, but if it can help one person, then I'm glad, because this is also for my future self to look back on. And yeah, it's okay to feel lost. It's okay to feel confused. It's okay to not know what you're doing with your life. You're only 20. Like, early 20s, people are like, oh, I'll have my shit together by 20s. But no, not really. Nobody has their shit together in their 20s. Like, I promise you, every person who is in their 20s is probably struggling just as much as you do, but they know how to put on a better face for the world. I mean, you're probably doing the same thing. Like, people think you got it all together, and you don't. And deep and down inside, you're, like, lost and confused and don't know what you're doing with your life. If you change your major a few million times, that's okay. If you don't know what you want to do and you go into college, like, undecided, who cares? Like, go undecided. Better than to change your major 45 times and still not know what you want to do. It's basically the idea of this video is, it's okay if you're not following the norm. It's okay if you're doing things differently. It's okay if you're taking your time and you're not in the same boat as all of your peers. Like, if you're in the same age and you're not doing the same thing that they're doing, it's okay. It's okay if you're not traveling the world right now. It's okay if you're feeling down and lost and confused. We're in a pandemic. We've been in quarantine longer than we haven't been in quarantine this year. It's okay. Nobody has their shit together. I promise you, people in their 20s, I'm sure people in their 30s are also confused and lost and don't know what they're doing. And just think of the idea that even if you were like me and you thought of, like, by your 25 you'll be married and you don't have a person, that's okay. At least you're not with a person you don't want to be with and you're stuck and you don't have a way out. There's always a different way to look at it, and this is for my future self, honestly. There's always a different way of looking at it. So what if you're not graduated by now? You know, like, at least you're taking your time and you don't have to figure out what you want to do after graduation so soon, you know? And it's okay if you don't know what major you want to major in. There's so many majors. You'll figure out one. There's always one for you. There's always one. And if there's not one, you can make one. It's okay if you don't want to go to college right after school. Like, it's okay. Take a year off. Who cares? It's okay if you're not traveling the world. We're in a pandemic. You can save up more money to go somewhere once the pandemic is over. If the pandemic is over. It's okay if you have, like, a cloud of misery over your head. I promise you, probably like 90% of the world has a cloud of depression over their head right now. And I'm included. My sister's included. My family is included. We're all, like, don't know what to do. And this pandemic doesn't help. But it's okay. It's okay to feel lost and confused. You are going to find your way out. I promise you will. Because that's just the way life goes. You're not going to get stuck in a rut where you don't know what you're doing. Just think of, like, middle school. You were probably confused and didn't know who you were and didn't know what your personality was. And now look at you. You're all better. And you know who you are. And you're that bitch. Okay? Yeah, I just wanted to make this video because I haven't really found any videos. I haven't gone looking, so maybe there is. But if there is, then one more isn't going to hurt. It's okay if you feel lost. It's okay if you feel confused. It's okay if you don't know what you want to do with your life. It's okay if you don't have a significant other right now. It's okay if you don't have kids. It's okay if you're not following the path that you created for yourself when you were younger. Times are changing. Times are tough. It's okay. Give yourself the credit. You're waking up every morning. You're going to work. If you're not going to work, you're waking up every morning. In a pandemic, you know, that's a big deal. And you're doing your best, and that's all that matters. As long as you're doing your best, things will work out in the end. I 100% have faith in that, and I have 100% faith in the fact that bad times don't last forever. There's always an out. There's always an end to something, whether it's good or bad. When you're working out, you feel like it's never going to end, and then it ends. And then you're like, okay. And then the next day happens, and it ends. And same thing with other things. Like when you think middle school is never going to be over and you're going to be stuck there for the rest of your life, it's over and it moves on. But also, like, when you think this year is never going to be over, but we're already more than halfway through and we're going to make it out, and hopefully people wear their masks and we don't get stuck in a pandemic for another year. Yeah, this is a ridiculous, useless video, but like I said, if it helps one person, that's all I can ask for. That the path you are on is the right path. I'm not going to do an outro. This is just like a chit chat video, like the Black Lives Matter one. By the way, Black Lives Matter still matter, and it's still a thing. It's not a trend, okay? But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope this video somewhat helped you feel better. That's all I can ask, and if not, then hi future me. Hope you're doing well. Deuces. Me, when I'm awkward, all I do is literally like peace signs. Like literally anytime I feel uncomfortable or awkward, or it's in a deep conversation or like saying hello, I'm just like, okay, bye.